How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So, I guess I do have a decent amount to discuss in this video. I guess the big thing is I did sell Rocket Mortgage. I don't know what price, but it was like probably around here. And I think, what was the loss? I think I bought it up here. I think it's like a 12% loss. Definitely a very bad trade. I think right after this candle, like this is obviously hindsight, but after this candle, that's a clear signal to sell. Doesn't really matter like what the next day looks like, but then we had many days of support kind of along this trend line, about 2250, and then it broke down. I mean, I knew it was kind of a bad trade to begin with, but I think my execution was even worse. I was kind of hoping to get lucky, but you know, I always try to stick to my own or my trading rules and principles just to help me navigate through the trades. But this was something I thought I could be a little bit more risky with. I mean, I paid the price with money, but I think I did learn. You know, this is why I don't necessarily do these types of trades, because I'm just bad at them. You know, it's hard to pick the timing. But anyway, I ended up selling it. I guess that's really all to say about that. I mean, we do have on like a weekly time frame. There is gonna be, I guess we could connect all these, like some support kind of like right around here, but I don't know. I don't really care too much to look at it. I'll definitely keep an eye on it, but I mean, I'm not gonna care to trade it. So the new trade we have is space. Kind of a frisky one. I got in at 23. Exactly this line, about 23. Then we added, or I added down here. Why can't I get this chart to look nice? Added down here. That's like a 12% loss right there, 10%. So I mean, I did take a hit, but I thought it just felt too much the other day. I was like, you know what, I'd just pick up some shares. We do have the weekly trend line. You know, I think it has to hold here. It doesn't have to, obviously, but I'm willing to bet it will. So I am, alright, like this morning I was down a lot. I guess we can get like a percentage amount. Like, yeah, 12% at one point, but we added some averaging in a little bit. I think I'm looking to ride this up to 27 if it does ever get there. That does appear to be a somewhat of a support area or resistance. That is 20% move. It's pretty significant, but again, this thing is a little more volatile. If we do get to there, I'll sell some, maybe take some profit and then see if it rides up. But yeah, this trend line, I think it's just probable that it stays above this. If it breaks down below, by the end of this week, if it doesn't hold above this trend line, I think I'll get out. But I'm willing to wait the week to see what the candle looks like, because I'm pretty confident the candle will hold. But we'll see. Time will tell. Most of my positions, my average cost right now is 22.77, so most of the position was at 23. Fell today. Picked some more up. Yeah. Not too happy with earnings on the May 4th. May the 4th be with you, space. Oh, interesting. Because I feel like every earnings, so yes, earnings, they get tanked. This earnings, I guess they actually did kind of well. They're just, the aftermath, this earnings, they kind of tanked. This earnings, they didn't really do anything, but still a little bit of a loss. That's actually 20%. Like, so that's pretty destructive. Like, I mean, I don't think that's a good way to trade, but, or based on that type of pattern, but, you know, if every earnings, they kind of fall, the price falls, like, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Oops, let's go to something else. I think I also added High Tide, HITIF, the penny stock, around here. It fell, and I was like, I like the price here, it's fine. Just kind of get some position in, but this is a multi-year play. Probably, I'm not sure exactly, but gold and silver doing good today. Let's take a look not sure what happened this specific day, but despite crude being down 2% right now, the oil stocks like Exxon are up 1%, getting kind of bid up. People are buying the sell-off. Gold going back to 1800, and silver going pushing above 26.50, looking pretty healthy. We were watching Apple for that kind of play. Just it kind of looks like it's rolling over. Not too, I guess, enthralled or thrilled about it. So this company, I think I mentioned it last video, ASO. I think this just seems like a decent business to throw money at for like maybe 2 or 3 years because they're growing decently well, making decent business decisions. I guess I shouldn't say that because I haven't done too much research, but they're just growing the company, expanding their stores at a very like linear pace, and yeah, I think they'll continue to do that for a year or so. I don't think buying off of that earnings up like 25% is the wise choice. If it does come back to 27, I think I'd pick up some shares. Like nothing significant, just somewhere to park some money in something that I think will have or be a larger market cap in a few years. But yeah, I should probably look more into it. Corsair, I guess we're still watching, but it actually hasn't done too much. It's been bouncing around. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I'll keep watching that. Look at JDX. We kind of do have that clear breakout from, we had that higher low, yeah, the higher low is important, and then the bounce up. The volume isn't picked up, but regardless, it is pretty clear that this is a breakout. Did break above this price too, the $35. So, that big candle too. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Let's see, iRobot, why are you? Good thing we sold iRobot, it's not doing much, but now I guess it would be a decent time to pick it up, maybe again. Earnings next week. Again, Kraken Robotics, KNF, if it goes down to like 40 cents, might consider it. Big play here is All Trade Group MO. I forgot why it fell off a cliff, but I think it definitely fell off too far. Was really debating picking up here, but we did just take the trade on space. And I think, you know, sometime in the near future, it will resort back to this trend line. Will it be at this price? I don't know, like when it gets to the trend line, but, or maybe higher. But I think I want to be patient and try to wait, maybe not for the trend line, but just to see what it does. It did, so we have a big sell-off, you know, we have a pop-up, kind of a pop-up today, but by the end of this week, I feel like it might be down here. I'm not willing to take the risk on right here, so we also have earnings coming up. Also, like, same thing with space. Like, if I just waited 1 or 2 more days, I would have had a much more ideal spot buying at the big trend line, which it might go to anyway. I'm not saying it has to, but I'm saying if it does reach that spot like this, that's a really good risk-reward kind of trade, in my opinion. Very high volume too that day, but yeah, I'm willing to see what happens from here to here. Actually, that's 10%. Yeah, keep watching it. Watching Neo. I don't know why. I'm still kind of watching this, but that's kind of looking like it's breaking down. Unless if they have like some really good earnings, but that's what like a breakdown bear flag kind of looks like. Just a reverse ascending fall or bull flag. I mean, it could break up, but just from technical indicators, that's what it looks like in my opinion. I think Dave & Buster's had a pretty volatile day today. It was like down, then it went all the way up. No surprise, it's probably going to bounce a little here, just because of the support area, but we're still looking down here. QQQ. You know, goes up a little bit and comes back down. Oh, space is up almost 5% today, wow. SPCE GG, the other big play we were kind of watching. I'm still, you know, if this breaks, I'm gonna be mad that I didn't get in it. Yeah, I should probably. What's today? Today's Wednesday. We'll see that happens this week. I don't want to buy it up here because it falls back down. You know, if this does funnel like this, I think we still should have some more time. Yeah, I think we have some more time to let it play out. But I think that's a good probability play. SPY had a bad last 2 or 3 days, 2 days I guess, but pretty intense buying candle today. Tesla. When's Tesla's earnings? It looks like it's soon. The 26th, the end of this week, is that it? Oh, Netflix today. Like fell off a cliff. I guess bad earnings. Or too hyped, I don't know. But it's kind of bouncing at this level right here. It's so interesting how that happens. Like, just, I don't know. It fascinates me. About 500 bucks. Spotify too, kind of falling. What's moving today? Oh, this company. I guess it has to pop eventually, but I don't really want to touch that. The weed stocks are also moving. Actually, a lot of stuff is up a lot of percentage. So, yeah, I think, here's the thing, actually, all of this, like MAG, KL, NEM, they're doing really well. I want to liquidate some stuff in case gold does fall back. But at the same time, like, I feel like I don't want to make the same mistake I did back here. Like, I could have took profits, I could have been patient, waited for gold to fall, pick up the other companies. But even like NEM, like, it didn't really have that pattern too much. If NEM gets like 70 bucks again, let's see. Even though this is like a long-term investment for me, if NEM hits like 73, I'd probably sell. Let's see if it dips below, but I do have a decent yield on the dividend if they keep it, which might be worth keeping. Man, KL really fell, but like 40%, but it's bouncing back. The comeback play, I hope at least, but I never re-added my full position in KL. I actually just don't have the money because I bought, you know, other stuff, more Disney, I think some more Exxon, we did take some Verizon, buy some, oh, day report today. Interesting. Yeah, again, not expecting too much volatility, just gonna park in the money. I haven't scanned for a lot of stocks in a while, or at least since last week. I think I'm gonna try to just chill. I feel like I'm taking on just weird bets, weird risks. I think Simon Property is a good play. It's exactly what I'm looking for when I trade, but I think just all these other things like space, I don't know if I should have even bought that. Yeah, maybe I'll make some money, but right now I'm losing money something like Rocket. I just feel like I'm making weird decisions and I don't know exactly why. So just kind of reflecting on that for a little bit. But yeah, that's why I don't want to get an MO too, because what if I decide to buy like up here or whatever, it'd be down a pretty good amount, like 7%. Just get in at these good support zones, you know, I feel like that's how I play well the game, but 3M's up 1.5%. Wow. It's moving, why is it moving? Did it like break out of a support area of resistance? increase their dividend. I mean, they increased it a penny last time, but hopefully they do more. I'm actually considering buying Disney on this little dip. It's not too far of a dip, but this does look like it's gonna keep falling. I guess I'm just gonna continue to add my position just to keep buying it. Don't really look at it too much. I have faith in the company over the few years, even though it might be extended a little bit. Disney Plus platform's OP. People love it. Or they're just forced to buy it because they like Disney. But yeah, anyway, that's all I really have to discuss for today. Also, I don't know if anyone's still watching, but there's a lot of scammers and bots in the comments, so just beware. Like, I try to delete the comments, but they're just like a bunch of flies and mosquitoes. Just keep swatting at them, and they come back in larger numbers trying to suck your blood. Like, it's like, chill, bro. Very frustrating, but I guess YouTube's doing their best because it's hard to find and destroy these people. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and have a good night. I'll see ya.